Today, your weekly resource for industry news and straight up fun. I'm your host, Carolyn Orff, and we are live from Independence, Ohio, where we are coming from Destination Success. You guys, we've had the most amazing couple of days. We've had 90 agents, 70 suppliers, some incredible presentations, and some amazing giveaways. We've had theme park tickets for Disney. We've had Sandals resort stays, free cruises. I mean, it's just been incredible. And the tears of joy as agents are winning bathrobes and wine and all sorts of things has been really fun to be a part of. So we miss all of you. We hope you'll join us the next time we do Destination Success, but we thought we would bring you some fun live from the hotel here. So we have some land suppliers with us today that are going to sit down and have a quick chat with us. So without further ado, please welcome our friends from Sandals, Chad Kruger and Mike Goldsby. Hi, guys. Isn't this fun?
Oh, I'm loving this. This is great.
It's so professional. We gave them a tour earlier on Facebook where I came into the room because usually it's me in my basement. So it's nice to be next to live people. Yeah. So you guys started off the week Monday afternoon with a bang. It was 4 hours of not a CSS training, but Sandals information galore. What do you cover in 4 hours? Or maybe the question is, what can't you cover in 4 hours? It was a lot.
Yeah, it was just, 4 hours of room categories basically is what we went through, and then we had a test at the end. But no, it was fun because it was a training that we'd never done before. We've been doing trainings with TAs for 25 years. The CSS program is typically you sit down, you got the book, and you go through everything. But what we wanted to do is bring bring different to it, right? So we talked about what's new, all the new exciting stuff that's coming up. We brought in our national manager of dive sales, our national manager of golf sales, so they can speak specifically to golfing and diving groups that you can do. Wendy White, our wedding training manager, came in, and she was able to speak to the weddings and how the group process works. And then Mike, a local BDM here in Ohio, he was able to speak with how travel advisors can really grow that partnership with their BDM, because that's what it's all about. And we're actually able to sit down and have a little chat too with one of your advisors as well, to wrap everything up, to kind of pick his brain a little bit too. So it was fun. And it was crazy when we got done, the amount of advisors that kind of came up and said, at first we were kind of like, this is going to be a 4-hour training, this is going to be long, but the feedback was great because everybody was engaged and we had a really fun time, and we got to give away some trips too, which was fun.
There wasn't one glazed over look in the room. And when you think 4 hours, you really do think, okay, by hour 2, I'm going to be done. But there was not, everyone was craving more and more. And I think it was not only the information being interesting, but the different people. I mean, you brought the A team in.
We did. I mean, we had 9 people come in for this. So, we like to travel in packs to show the support a little bit, but, it was fun because just, with our sponsorship level and everything we with the hallways lined, and Mike brought his car in.
We
pulled the car in.
So. We tried to give away his car. We were having such fun. I said, maybe we should give away the car. And all of a sudden his head popped in the room. You drove it home. Mike, you're just kind of starting your relationship with agents. So it was really important for you to be here and meet with, over 70.
No, it's been fantastic. And honestly, the relationships that I've already been able to build, and just the last couple of days getting to meet so many, and, not even just in my own territory here in Ohio, but all over the place. And honestly, one of the best things that's been rewarding is, we're here to do this. And I think it really speaks to our commitment, obviously to travel advisors, but, just being able to come up and say, I never knew, that I could have that relationship with my BDM, and to know what kind of, the things that we can do to help. And that's been, it's been very, I think, rewarding in a lot of ways, and know that we're all here and we're putting our time and effort in. And it's just to hear that's, that people are, obtaining the information, like you said, 4 hours of training. And I have to speak volumes too. We've done some other trainings and, presentations like this, and the group here this week is a fun group. They're very active. They're they're engaging, they're talking, asking questions and listening. And, to hear this morning that, there's an advisor here that got her first Sandals bookings this week after our presentation.
Yeah.
I love that.
But so that's why we're here. That's the whole reason, and to be able to learn some stuff from us. And it's been a fantastic week so far.
Yeah.
I think the relationship piece is so important. And we are always talking about this with advisors, that coming to events like this and meeting the people that you're actually working with is invaluable. because you're not sitting up on some perch. We can talk to you, we can approach you, and that just helps all of us grow our business. I can't believe someone booked this week. That's amazing. I can believe. What am I talking about? I can believe.
Well, it's fun because, like I said, you always hear, there's some advisors that book us a lot. I love hearing somebody that was able to kind of step out of their comfort zone a little bit, take what we actually, taught, right? And they put it into motion, and that's what it's all about. And she was able to do it, stepped out of her comfort zone, put some stuff on social media, got a booking out of it, and she was super excited. Bill actually stopped us, and he was like, I just had to tell you, so we love the success stories because, listen, we're human too, right? We love that interaction with the advisors because that's what we do. It's all to help grow.
Well, and how fun, when you think about why agents are here and whether or not you should attend an event like this, when you're sitting in there and you're hearing something that's intriguing to you and you're thinking about, who could I sell this to? Who could I sell this to? How neat is that for the client? If you're texting the client and saying, I am listening to this presentation and this totally fits what you typically like. It's brand new. I'm just learning about it. And that's so cool to be able, and I think the client feels well cared for as well if you are emailing them or texting them and saying, I got this. This totally made me think of you. It goes back to that relationship. It's you with us and us with them. And
I have to tell a story on that. I had an advisor approach me last night that told me that she's from Alaska and she's had a group that was interested in doing dive, and they were trying to figure out where to go. And she learned from our presentation on Monday that dive was included with us, and she instantly texted them. I mean, that true to what you just said, told them, hey, I think we have some ideas for this trip. So being able to bring, it was amazing. It made my first opportunity to get to meet, Melissa O'Hare with our dive program, and Jake, Cold Iron with golf, and to get to meet with them and pick their brain and hear a lot more about what they specialize in. And the advisors getting to hear that. And then that kind of sparked some ideas and saying, we can do groups with, the people that are interested in dive and golf. And this is, I love these type of events because it kind of gets the wheels going again for a lot of people.
Let's talk about Curacao, because this has been gangbusters. We were at dinner the other night and I said, okay, was that example really true? Is the resort really sold out for 2 years? And in certain room categories, it absolutely is. What is it about this property? And you're trying to get there. I have not been.
Not yet.
Sold out for 2 years. What is it about that property that has everyone going, wow?
Yeah, it's funny because you look at the Sandals brand and we have a following, right? So advisors that have those clients, and a big part is when we open up a new resort, we've never opened up a resort empty, right? It's going to get full. But I think the difference with this is the first time we've ever been to go to the Dutch Caribbean, right? So it's our first time in kind of that new climate, that new, just way of the way they do things in the Dutch Caribbean. And it's a different type of resort for us, where we took over a property that was already beautiful and we made it even more. Brought in a lot of uniquenesses to it. But when we talked about that top tier suite, the Awa bungalow, I was literally, when we were looking online, and I was like, all right, let's find an open date. And I pulled up the calendar and I was like, January 23rd of 2024 was the first time we even had where you could go for a whole week. And it's just the drive. And what I think a lot of people love about the island and the resort is it's the first time as a property, we're trying to push people to, even though we're an all-inclusive property, experience the island, experience the culture, experience the people, experience the food, where in some of those top tier suites, like I said, we give you the keys to a Mini Cooper and you get to put the top down and you get to drive around the island. Or in right now there's a credit where we're giving $250 to go off property and have dinner. So on top of the 11 or 13 restaurants that are on the resort, we're also like say, hey, go out and experience this island. So
and why is that different than other destinations? Is it just because it's Curacao? Like, is it, or is this just something new that we're trying that we might see elsewhere?
I'm gonna tell you something. Ever since this was the first resort that we were able to reopen after Mr. Stewart passed, and Adam took over. So he his way of seeing things might be a little bit different. He's got a different mindset. The culture and everything's always going to be there, but I think what he's trying to do and trying to show, what you're going to see with this and with Sandals Duns River, is the next generation of what the product is going to bring. Because as advisors need to evolve, but as companies, we need to evolve as well too, to kind of keep with those times. So I can't speak to other destinations, so don't quote me on it. But I do see what we're putting out there right now with Curacao and then the new Sandals Duns River is what the future of the brand is going to be.
We all have to be innovative. We all have to grow and change.
Absolutely.
And this is a really creative way. I don't think any of us expected that.
Yeah, I didn't either. When they came out with that promotion to go leave the resort, I was like, what? We're doing what?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
But I've been to the island now twice, and it arguably has grown to be one of my favorite destinations, just based on the people and just everything about it. I love it. It's a good vibe. So
before I let you guys go, Mike, I want to ask you again, you're kind of new in your role with
Sure.
KHM. What is one thing you learned about this group this week? Besides the fact that we are really good dancers.
yeah, I hear there's proof out there.
Yeah, right.
If you haven't checked out our Facebook page, internal KHM agent Facebook page, we had a good time last night.
We did. We had a blast. And yes, besides the aspect of everyone being so fun, I honestly am meeting a lot of KHM employees that I'd never met.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we were very closely, with Bridget and Chantel, and now I'm meeting more. This is the first time you and I've had the ability to meet, and so many people behind the scenes. That's one thing I think speaks real volumes for KHM is the support team that you have in place in every aspect for your company. And I will tell you, I was like 3 weeks in. Chad comes to Ohio, and we had this meeting with KHM, and I walk in the building, and I just started, and immediately got a hug from Chantel and from Bridget, and welcome to the team. They were so excited, and that to me, just I could tell it's a family. It's they're and the support team that you have there for your agents. But just to see this week even go further beyond that and see how large of a company you are, and just the support that you have for your all of your TAs, your vendors, it's incredible to see.
That's awesome. Well, we thank you guys so much. We loved having you here this week. It was so fun to walk down the hall and see all the banners, the car in the room, your entire team. It just really brought their A game, and we really appreciate it.
Good. Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And I think you've got one more event tomorrow, the trade show, right?
Yep, we will be there.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Well, I was going to say the other thing that's cool is you've been here all week, and you're not just sitting in a conference room working. You've been
100%.
milling around, and agents have been able to grab you off the books as well, which is important.
A lot of side conversations have happened and it's been good. So it's been fun.
Thank you both so much.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
you. I appreciate
you.
it. Thank you very much.
We'll see you again tomorrow at the trade show.
We'll see you.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you. KHM rocks.
So our next guest with us today is Miss Lucretia Webb with Delta Vacations. So thank you, Lucretia, for being here. You can join me right over here.
Yes, I am so excited to be here with you guys.
Is this your first time on camera?
It is. I'm excited and stuff. We did have Kama and Kristen, the president of Delta Vacation and the vice president of sales, and I enjoyed their segment. And I was like, one day I'm gonna get.
One day I'm getting on the show.
Today.
Well, we're so excited to have you here. It's been just such a fabulous week.
Yes.
What did you feel when you walked in the room to give your presentation?
Oh man, the energy in the room. I love the fact, because of always when I'm thinking about putting together my presentation and how I want to sort of bring some information to you guys, I think about the level of the quality of the advisors that will be here. Mm-hmm. And you guys have the energy is always there. They are so engaging. They have great questions.
Yes.
And I love the fact that, it can be from the trailblazers to the diamonds in the room level. And they always have, excellent questions. I try to make sure that I'm preparing my presentation to give everyone something that they can walk away with. Mm-hmm. And so that's been important to me, to make sure that when they recognize the fact that, that they're hearing from Delta Vacation, it is something and stuff that they can remember, something they can take away with them, but just the engagement of the questions that they ask, just let me know and stuff, how much, they're taking in about what we are providing to them.
Well, and that they're not just sitting there to keep a seat warm, right? It is all about being there and being engaged and asking those questions. And no question is too big or too small, right?
Exactly.
Because someone in the room is learning from that.
Exactly. Because someone else may ask something that someone else was thinking, and it just gives them that opportunity to realize and stuff. Oh, wow, you know what? that was what I was wanting to know. And so, but very, very, like I said, just the energy in the room.
Right.
Just as, the Sandals representative was just saying and stuff, just from the support team all the way to the travel advisors, you guys just bring all of the energy. I told him he stole my line. KHM rocks.
We do. That's our hashtag.
Yeah.
That's our hashtag. So what was one thing that you can share with those that are watching at a later date and that, you really wanted to make sure you conveyed to agents in your presentation?
Yeah, mainly and stuff. I just wanted to make absolutely sure and stuff that you guys know that Delta Vacation, what we bring to you and your clients, is a world of vacation possibility. From the domestic market all the way and stuff to the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever your clients are looking for, we can provide those vacations experience for them, and that's what we want to make sure that they always walk away. I always start my presentation with that to say, we offer a world of vacation possibility. And then I always remember, try to remind them at the very end as well, just so that they'll know that if they're thinking about, I have a client who wants to do Dubai, which supplier partner do I look for? I have clients who want to go to Florida, New York, So we try to make absolutely sure that we give them that opportunity to realize and stuff, that we are, and stuff, a tour operator that really, truly and stuff can give them and their clients and stuff pretty much anywhere in the world they want to travel to. One great thing to take mind of, and we don't have the announcement yet on properties, but Delta Airlines just recently is working with Sky Express for Greece Island. So that's something that you guys been asking us for. Santorini and all of those other islands outside of Athens and Crete that we already have properties. Mm-hmm. So we're working hard to try to bring something new, and we're continuously adding destinations as well as trying to add also new properties and activities and tours.
Wonderful. Well, and I know it's always a good reminder, especially in the room, when you are reminding agents that even if you're not a hub city, there's still possibilities. If it's not the air, it might be hotel or tours, activities, things like that, that it doesn't have to always be a full comprehensive package. Correct. There are land pieces that would work for you as well.
Yes, because one thing that we do land only as well as being able to offer, a bundle pricing. Mm-hmm. And so, as you said and stuff, if your clients and stuff are in a destination that's or in an origin city that's not a Delta dominant market, we still, one example I always give people and stuff to think about is Raleigh-Durham. Raleigh-Durham is not necessarily a Delta hub. I call it a mini hub, but it's not a hub market for Delta. But we now have like Raleigh-Durham to Paris. And so it's continuously growing, great opportunities. And so we're really excited about it. Indianapolis is another market that's growing with us too. And then also always remember that with Delta Airlines, we have our joint airline partners. And with them, we also use them as well out of Dallas. We use them out of Austin, Texas. We use Air France and KLM and also, Virgin Atlantic for all of our transatlantic markets. And a lot of them are sitting in markets and stuff that are not Delta dominant hub, but it's a great opportunity for your clients who are wanting to travel to transatlantic markets. And then also we have, Korean Air and we have China Eastern. That's also for our transatlantic markets. We're also working and stuff with Aeromexico. For Mexico, and then LATAM for all the Latin America markets. So, as I said, a world of vacation possibilities with Delta Vacation.
Before I let you go, Lucretia, what's the best part of your job?
Oh my God, just building excellent relationship with, I love having an opportunity. One of the things and stuff, and I really took this from Rick. And so one of the things that I picked up from him 8 years ago when I first came to KHM, and I did my first training with you guys. And one thing that he had said to the agents, and I was listening to him, is that your supplier partner should align with your goals. Mm-hmm. And if their goals are not aligned, then you have to sort of rethink that relationship. So for me, that has been very, very important, that I always think about how do I make absolutely sure that you guys see us as a partnership. Mm-hmm. And especially me as your BDM. So to me, that's very important. Build a relationship, but it needs to be a partnership as well. So
Yeah, let's help each other grow.
Exactly.
Let's help each other do this job.
Yes,
So
definitely.
we thank you so much for being here. I know you're going to stick with us tomorrow
Yes.
for the trade show, but
Yes.
it was so wonderful to finally have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you, guys.
Thank
It's been a
you.
pleasure.
Take care.
Okay, can I say it? KHM
Yes,
rocks.
you can say it 100 times over. You can say it.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. So I am very excited for our next guest. I haven't even been able to say hello to her today. But we are so happy that she's here. Please welcome Jackie Marks with Apple Leisure Group. Hi, Jackie.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to our studio. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just flew in this morning or
Late last night, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
late.
I flew in the morning. I was kind of touring around Cleveland, seeing some agents,
Okay,
and making the most of my
We
time.
didn't see you at the party last night.
I did see the party. A couple agents spotted me and came out and tried to convince me to come in there. But I thought, you know what? I have a big day ahead of me. I'm going to get to bed. But they were having so much fun.
Good for you. Cindy was out there on the dance floor with us. It was fun to see her cut loose. Well, like we said with our first guest, it makes everyone relatable
Yeah.
when you see everyone in a social
Yeah.
a social
work hard, we
space.
play hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to have conversations and just have fun outside of the normal,
Yeah.
let's talk about, flights and hotel policies and things like that. Although
That's-
I did corner Cindy at the cocktail party and asked her a policy
But
question.
that's what makes our industry amazing. That's what's so addictive about our industry is that there's so much personal relationship in this industry that you don't find in other places.
Right.
It makes it really special.
So you are our keynote speaker coming up in just a little bit for the
Yeah.
whole event. What is the message that you hope to convey to all the agents in the room?
Yes. And so I really felt so grateful and humbled when I was asked to do that because I've been doing this a very long time, 26 years. I feel like I've grown up my whole career and everything I know is in travel. So my message is not obviously about anything product or they've gained all of that over the last couple of days and throughout today, and they'll have more opportunity to engage in that tomorrow. My message is about the things that sometimes we don't learn in a classroom, and it takes years of experience to kind of harness it. And I'm really relating it back to a quote that I love, and I can't really say it because I haven't given my keynote yet, but it really is about some things we had as children that we lose as adults. And if we could harness those qualities, we lead better, more fulfilling lives. We have better relationships and our businesses are better because, again, profit margins, site inspections, product knowledge, all great things. We need those things to be successful, but we need to be curious. We need to be growing and asking the questions. I say, as a kid, you used to say, why? But why, Mom?
Right.
So are you asking those questions? I actually heard you say that, and that's part of my keynote is how many people were in the audience that didn't ask a question, that maybe had one. So curiosity, patience, kindness, fearlessness, not being afraid to put yourself out there. So those are the things that when I look back at my 26 years, that I am so grateful I had mentors along the way that reminded me that my journey in travel and my career was so much greater than product knowledge or profit margins. It's how we are as people and how we treat each other. That's our legacy. And if your agents can harness those things, I'm confident they'll have not only a successful business, but they'll live a more fulfilling life. So I really want to bring them to the reality that there's so much more that you can gain through this travel journey that we're on.
I think you bring up such a incredible point because we have spoken a lot about the joy of the job and finding balance this week, and the number of us in the room who have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
And really coming together to learn some strategies so that we can stay in the industry and really enjoy it. But finding that balance and that joy,
Yes,
right? That we're not trying to quit before we're ready to because we're so exhausted. We want to keep doing this, but we have to find that balance. I wish I was taking notes because now I'm like, blank with the questions. But sorry, where are you? There you are. What can we look forward to in the future? I know ALG is known for growth, innovation.
Yes.
What are we looking forward to in the next? And I'm not going to put a time frame on it.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to give you a little sneak peek
Sneak
to
peek,
what's behind the curtain. So, the reality is we've had two very very good years in this industry coming out of COVID. 21 and 22 were really the rebound recovery years. And we're always one to look at what's coming next. And we do know that there is a potential recession coming. And we do know that that could affect you as the advisor, us. We know we're a discretionary purchase. So our mind is, how do we ensure that we inspire and keep people traveling right now, knowing that we might be facing another new situation. And we did it in 2008. We got through it, and this is going to be nothing, but our focus is on ensuring people keep traveling. Now, the good news is we've done a lot of research on consumer sentiment, and despite the looming and fear of some of the economic things that are going on in the world, travel remains something they're not willing to give up. So the good news is in 2008, we were one of the first things that was given up, because back then, I guess it's bad news back then, but the good news is we're not now.
Right.
So COVID has really taught people the importance of connection and travel. So a couple things that we're doing is we're looking at our low deposit program, because we do know in times of economic challenge, putting out a lot of money on a vacation is something that's difficult. So we are reevaluating the deposit program right now and how we keep that low enough so that people can afford that travel. We're really going to be focusing on our uplift technology that I don't think a lot of agents have embraced, because when you look at the situation that people face economically, if they can finance their vacation over time, they are more willing to purchase. And so I think we've missed the mark a little bit with advisors embracing the financing vacation option that we have in our system. So those are a couple of things as we prepare for the unknown. Hopefully it won't happen, but I think the best thing about our company is we always are trying to anticipate to help you guys sustain whatever bumps in the road we may hit. But the thing that I will tell you I'm most excited about is our new learning management system that is launching. So it has taken us a year to perfect this, because we really wanted to get it right. No other tour operator has done it. We know some people like Sandals have done it, and they've done a great job, but we really wanted to come up with something. So our program is called ALG Pro, and it will allow advisors to become certified, because we know how overwhelming it is for all of you to like drink from a fire hose with us. We throw a lot of stuff at you. So this will give you modules that you take along the way. You take a little test at the end, and it will progressively get more difficult, so that as you master the easy things, we'll take you all the way to the end, which would be like a multi-destination stop, versus starting at the basics and backs. And it's not just about how to use VAX. It's going to be how to maximize your earnings with our programs, with our upsell, with the Waves program. So each module should build your confidence in being able to do business with us. So that will launch in September. And when you're done taking the full modules and get to the end of the course, you'll be considered an ALGV Pro certified agent. You'll get a certificate. You'll have a signature that you can put on. So it's been something that has been really a labor of love and in our company, because we've really believed advisors have so much that they need to digest, and we want to make it easier.
Well, and speaking from, the education perspective, we do a lot of the, how do you qualify the client? How do you find the right product for the client? How do you present the product to the client? But we don't always show how to use the actual booking engines. And we've always left that up to you guys.
Yes.
And now we're going to be able to refer agents to a program that's going to be comprehensive, and they'll understand it, and there won't be hopefully too many questions, but we like questions too.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about it, because it will help fill in some of our blanks without me having to fill them in.
That is
So
good. We
I'm
want to be
very
the best partner
excited.
we can for you.
Yes. So that is going to be something that we add, to our learning management, to say, and now you go here.
Yes.
This is what's next, which is always the question that our advisors ask. Cindy, can I ask you to come on over? I'm throwing her. To
I
the
love to
wheelchair.
have the talented Cindy with us.
So
prepared for
I know. Cindy Call is our business development manager. You are you're a mainstay at KHM events. You're always here. You're always ready for agents. What's different about this one?
This event has brought a good mix of, I've been coming to your boot camps where you have levels of learning. And I really feel that this event is a great chance for more advisors to get together and network, so you can learn from those more experienced agents who've been there, and even experienced agents are going to learn something new every time you come to one of these events from a supplier or just another colleague. So I think that really is exciting, and it brings a lot of value to these events that you put on for everyone.
I love the level of questions in the room, and you haven't done your presentation, so you haven't experienced that yet. But I'm loving how no one's afraid to ask the question, given the fact that we have a lot of our pinnacle agents in the room, and then we've got some trailblazers and some explorers. And a lot of times they're afraid to ask those questions, but you can see them leaning over to each other, kind of sharing, and exploring that together. And there's no stupid question in the room. There are complicated questions and then more complicated questions. And it's just really, it's a really a fun group that has a lot of camaraderie. Everyone is in that room and working towards success. So it's been such a fabulous week.
That's why they're here. I mean, they want their businesses to grow. They want to grow. They're making a commitment to being here. So I love to see that. I mean, yes, it's about balancing that work hard, play hard. And so that's even, that can bring the industry together even more, but it's the classroom and then, the karaoke or dance floor or DJ at night.
Both,
There's karaoke.
I don't know. Maybe I was just wishing
karaoke.
That's tonight. No, it's not. No, it's not. Bed's tonight. We are going to go live in just a few minutes from the room, I think. No, not yet. We're going to keep talking. So let me ask you this. You are both always on the road. What has been your favorite I ask you what your favorite property is, or what is one of the many favorite properties that you've been at recently?
Okay, you're looking at me first. So this is probably a diplomatic answer. My favorite properties are the ones that are brand new, that I've not yet seen, that we can help display to agents so that they can get to know it and sell to your customers. So the most recent one I've been to give you a solid answer, was Breathless Cancun Soul.
I have heard great things from everyone that has gone
there. It is a really great property. And if you're in the elevator, you might catch a glimpse of Jackie Marks, which every time I was in the elevator, I told my husband, there's Jackie. He's like, I get it. There's Jackie. Because there's a video of the opening.
I didn't know.
So I was funny. I'm like, what did they use you in an ad or a painting?
I was at the opening party and they caught a glimpse of me at the party. So luckily I didn't have a drink in my hand. It was just
Alex is like, it was a great time. It's an amazing, it's a really great, convenient location to the airport. But it has some different demographics with different kinds of experience, like whether you want to be the party atmosphere or you want the relaxing exhale club. So, is it my very favorite? I don't know. I love a lot of these properties, especially AM Resorts properties, but that's my most recent memory of.
And it's unique. I agree with Cindy. It's unique in that, the Cancun downtown area kind of gets the stigma of what kind of hotels are down there. And I think Breathless Soul really breaks the mold. I always say it's Miami meets Vegas. Yeah. It's really chic and really elegant in its decor, but it has this really kind of fun. If you want that fun atmosphere, it has that Vegas, Miami vibe to it. It's really different. But for me, I'm going to also go with a new resort too, because I was just at it in that Secrets Mock Shea. Before that, it was always Secrets Akamal for me. So I loved the lush garden. I always said it reminded me, if I ever saw what the Garden of Eden looked like, that's what I thought Secrets Akamal would look like. I mean, back in the day, it was just beautiful and there's turtles on the beach. But then I saw Secrets Mock Shea and they have really blown it out of the water. So the man that owns that hotel is an architect by design. So his attention to detail with that resort is amazing. And it's just so unique. So when you first walk in and you're kind of overlooking it from the lobby down to the main pool area, it's an actual beach. So it's sand with palm trees and it's water. But so you think, you're like, wait a second, are we already to the ocean? But it's actually this really cool beach, zero gravity. You walk in. And I asked them when I was there, because I was there for dinner and for the day, not actually experiencing the pool. It is still chlorinated, which I think is really interesting. I can't quite figure out how they did that, because I thought maybe it was salt water. But, there's little hidden cenotes throughout the resort where you can go and kind of have these private little water swim areas. The rooms are incredibly modern and have wood and gray accents that I've never seen at a hotel. And they had this incredible vision that no other hotel I've ever been at. And I didn't think, I've seen a lot of hotels. I didn't think it could be blown away anymore.
I feel like that's almost a trend that we're starting to see, is these hotels with the modern design, but they are plunked into this like very natural jungle landscape kind of area that gives you almost that Zen feel. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're not in a hut, which some people like. I happen to like not huts, but but it that seems to be a trend in a lot of
It
destinations,
is. And they're all upping each other.
right?
So that's not a bad thing for all of us that have to sell it, is that they're in the race and the compete to be the next unique thing. And they're
Right.
coming up with new things, which gives us new things to sell and new
Right.
customers to attract. So
Well, and especially when they're within the same brand,
yeah.
and you've got those clients that just love that brand.
Yeah.
It's where are we going next within that brand,
Yes.
and the sale closes that much easier.
yes.
Where do you believe what destination do you believe is the most up and coming?
Oh, that's a good question.
And I didn't give them any of these
No,
questions in
I know.
advance.
And so, when I look ahead, I mean, Cancun and Punta Cana are always the number one, number two for us. But we are seeing people explore more to Costa Rica.
Mhm.
And maybe it's a little bit what we talked about is that, people are looking for experiences. They want something different and they want to immerse more. And I think Costa Rica gives you that ability to get off property, and you can go whitewater rafting. And there's new hotels being built in Costa Rica, which is drawing people. You can zip line through the volcanoes. And so post-COVID, one of the biggest trends that we have seen is that before it was about 40% of the people were buying excursions. Now it's 75%. And that is because people have sat around during COVID and now they want to create moments and memories, and they realize how important it is to capture that. And so one of the things, just kind of changing it a little bit, is that I so encourage you advisors to get your piece of that excursion, because when you connect yourself to those memories, you are truly connecting yourself to the most important part of their vacation. So even if they don't know what they want to do when they get in destination, sell them an Amstar gift card. Now they save the international credit card fees. They go there with the intention of buying something. We know they're going to. You earn a little commission, and it's just a great way to make yourself more immersed in their vacation. So I know I got a little sidetracked, but it's because Costa Rica is so many opportunities to do things.
I think that we are seeing, we're seeing that Bill's ready for us. That's what we're seeing. But before, are you live just yet, Ashley? Not just yet. Okay. Because I want to say that I feel like clients are going to start rollerblading, roller skating, scootering, and walking to work before they're going to give up their vacations.
I agree.
We're going to stop driving, and we're all going to be riding bikes and rollerblading to work.
Whatever it takes.
There you
Keep
go.
the vacation dream alive. I agree.
Can you imagine people rollerblading down the highway with their luggage trying to get to the airport? That won't be me. All right, you guys, I think we're ready to go live into the
Carolyn, she'll bring you.
Oh, there she is.
And you're on.
We have
Hey, everyone.
I think there's Bill.
There's
Hi,
Bill.
Bill. I'm with Jackie and Cindy.
Tell Jackie and Susie we said hello. We just want to say hi from our audience here at Destination Success. Say hi, everyone.
That's the sentiment that we love in the room. Are you
These are a
still
few
giving
people we
away
paid a couple bucks
prizes?
to come off the streets and say hi to everyone. We gave them all free cruises to come in the room.
Oh, Lord. Well, we love you guys, and I'm going to walk down the hallway and be with you in about 3 minutes.
Walk down the hallway and say hello to us. We're all appreciative of this. Thank you for having us on the show. And we just thank everyone who came to Destination Success 2022.
Oh, it's been absolutely amazing. All right, we'll see you soon, Bill.
See you in a bit.
You guys,
Great.
they're just such a fun group, and everyone's got so much energy this week. It's
And
hard.
this is like getting late in the day, and that's
It
still
is.
the
That's
app.
the group. I think maybe the snack just was put out. So we are so excited that you were with us today. And I want to thank you. You're in person. You guys have been our overall show sponsor for now 77 shows. So thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure doing these the last 2 years. And you guys always bring the guests when I need them and when I want to speak with them. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to listen to what you have to say later on today.
Thank you so much. You guys are great partners, and it's a unique relationship we have with KHM. We connect on a personal and a professional level on our beliefs, and that is unique in this industry. So we thank you, and we look forward to a lot of great things in the future.
Yeah. I hope that you guys have all seen the same sentiment that I have, that these partnerships are important to both of us, and there's a mutual respect all around, and quite frankly, a mutual love. Everyone just that we partner with is just such a joy to work with, and that says a lot considering the last 2 years haven't always been that easy. So the fact that we still all love and care about each other says a lot.
Yeah.
So you guys, we're going to go back into the conference room for the rest of the show, but we hope that you join us next week. I'll be back in my basement, and we will. Oh, yes, I will. We had some technical difficulty coming from the hard walls of the hotel. I know I'm not telling you anything you don't know, that sometimes the internet can be a little tricky. So we met with our with some other tour operators this morning, because they are sitting on a panel right now, and that video is going to be posted in on our YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out. We spoke with Disney Destinations, Vacation Express, and a couple others this morning. So we hope that you will view that video as well. You guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you again to all of our show sponsors, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Take care, everyone.